Very good. Okay, Ann Coulter on the Today Show. This is the tirade everyone's talking about today.
Ann Coulter separated at birth from Iggy Pop. Also, people are saying there's a little Iggy Pop going on there.
Sure. All right, here we go.
These broads are millionaires, lionized on TV and in articles about them, reveling in their status as celebrities and stalked by grieferazzis. I've never seen people enjoying their husband's death so much.
Yes.
Because they dare to speak out?
To speak out using the fact that they're widows. This is the left's doctrine of infallibility. If they have a point to make about the 9/11 Commission, about how to fight the war on terrorism, how about sending in somebody we're allowed to respond to? No. We always have to respond to someone who just had a family member die.
But aren't they the
because then
people
if we
in the middle
respond,
of the story?
oh, you're questioning their authenticity. No,
So
the story
grieve quietly.
No, the story is an attack on the nation.
And by the
that
way,
requires a foreign policy response.
And
that
by the
does
way,
not entail
they also criticized the Clinton administration for their failures leading up to 9/11.
Not the ones I'm talking about.
No, they have.
No.
No. But is your message to them
No. They were cutting commercials for Kerry. They were using their grief in order to make a political point while preventing anyone from responding.
Wow.
She's really coming off just like you want to grab her by that awful neck and just spit in her face.
That thin little pencil neck.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. They're using their grief.
I wouldn't say they're enjoying their husband's deaths. I mean, come on, don't be such a dumb hole.
Here's the facts of life, people. Here's the facts of life. A lot of people died on September 11th. Trade Center, Pentagon. Not all of them were angels, and not every married couple that were there was
happy.
Was happy, yeah. I'm sure there were some people that went, whew, this would have cost me a lot of money because I was being divorced tomorrow. But the majority of the people, it's authentic grief, and they shouldn't be judged by the likes of her.
And as far as, like, it's one person, one vote. But you know what? I have a little bit more leeway for their opinion. I don't know, because when you're married to someone and they have to jump out of the 91st floor, I don't know, I have a little bit more, I put a little more credence to what they're saying than some snotty, mop-haired, witch, which is really what she's coming off like. And I actually agree with most of what she says, but this one, I just listened to her talk, you want to spit in her face.
Yeah, well, I think some people will be spitting in her face.
Absolutely.
She's going to have a rough time walking around the next few weeks.
She should.
Well, Matt asked a pretty good question yesterday.
No, he didn't.
Don't they have right to opinion? Let's listen to this.
If you lose a husband, you no longer have the right to have a political point of view?
No, but don't use the fact that you lost a husband as the basis for your being able to talk about it while preventing people from responding. Let Matt Lauer make the point. Let Bill Clinton make the point. Don't put up someone I'm not allowed to respond to without questioning the authenticity of their grief.
You are allowed to respond to them.
Well, yeah, I did.
Right. So in other words,
but that is the point of liberal infallibility, of putting up Cindy Sheehan, of putting out these widows, of putting out Joe Wilson. No, you can't respond. It's their doctrine of infallibility.
No. These are the doctrine of infallibility. Shut up. These are actually people. Cindy Sheehan, I don't like. But the bottom line is, she has some. I have more respect for what she said. Why? Because his son was killed in Iraq. I don't care. And these are people that are genuinely have lost somebody. So to me, their opinion is a little more valid than an outsider. It's like a guy in the football game. I trust his opinion a little bit more than somebody who's been sitting on the bench watching.
But I'm understanding her point.
I do too.
I understand her
point.
point.
Tell me the conservatives.
Her point is that you can't then criticize that person on their opinion. When you drag out someone whose loved one has been killed, and they are preaching, let's say, anti-Bush, you can't then call them out on it because they're pretty much untouchable, is what she's saying, because of their grief.
But I disagree with her. They do call out the opinions. Why would you call out the person? What are you going to say to a 9/11 widow? What are you going to say to her? You can disagree with her opinion.
Yeah, I know.
I like Bush.
But since their opinion includes the death of a loved one, you then can't go in and critique their opinion without it looking like you're picking on someone that lived through this horrible point in their life. So now you're kind of screwed. It's kind of an untouchable opinion.
I've never seen that.
She does have a point here.
I don't think she does. Only
counterpoint with Jim Norton and Anthony Quinn.
I like it.
I've just never seen anybody say, whoa, you can't disagree with a 9/11 video. I'm sorry, 9/11 widow. You can't disagree
No
with
one
that.
says that.
I've never even thought it.
When you do disagree, you look like a bad guy.
But I've never seen
I'm the bad guy. Look at me. I'm the bad guy.
Say goodnight to the skinny whore with the blonde hair.
Who look like a tranny.
You know, I can't even have a kid with her. She's too skinny, Manny.
Let's get back to the audio.
Have somebody else make the argument.
I'm saying is I don't think they've ever told you can't respond.
Right.
So why can't they make?
You're getting
point?
testy with
No,
me.
I'm just. I think it's a dramatic statement. These broads. You know, are millionaires stalked by Greek Ferocity. I've never seen people enjoying their husband's death so much.
They're all over the news.
The book is called Godless, The Church of Liberalism, Ann Coulter.
You disingenuous bitch.
She did. 717.
Oh, come on, Matt. You just when it was getting good.
You disingenuous bitch. Here's what she is doing. The same way she's saying people can't respond, she's making purposefully inflammatory statements, and then when the people are going, what are you saying? She's going, whoa, I'm just responding. You see, you can't respond. She's purposefully saying things she knows are going to annoy people and putting herself in a position to be criticized.
Right.
By saying these broads are enjoying their celebrity. I've never seen anybody enjoying their husband's death so much. So you say, what are you talking about? Whoa, I can't criticize them? No, stupid.
Right.
As if she had come out and said, look, I disagree with their opinion, because I think Bush is doing a good job, and I don't think Kerry is the guy, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then she was criticized, she'd have a point. But by saying purposely inflammatory things like that,
I think
she's a phony.
She did it on purpose.
Of course she
Overkill to like really drive her point home.
Yeah.
But
so stop making it look like people are responding harshly to just an honest gal giving an opinion.
She does kind of have a valid point, but she's going about it wrong. Yeah.
The point, I'm not saying that in this country we don't give grief sufferers a bit more credence or whatever, but I'm sure they do it on the right as well. I mean, don't tell me they don't do it with abortion.
Both sides. Oh, yeah.
Please, all they do is drag around photos of fetuses. Huh? What would his name have been? Huh? Please. Everybody uses...
Old mushy.
Exactly. But everybody uses grief. Come on, stop. That's not just a liberal issue. Stop. Yeah.